Yes, sir.
My question is, the Quran writings, what's in the Quran, is it mainly attributed to Muhammad?
The text of the Quran was revealed by God through the medium of Gabriel. So this is not the word of Muhammad, it is the exact word of God, but written and transmitted by Muhammad.
Since you mentioned something about the Quran, here is something amazing regarding the Quran. The Quran has been preserved unlike any other book. And you'll be surprised to find out there are 15 million plus Muslims in the whole world who memorize the whole Quran. In the original language, if I ask Salahuddin, right? How many surahs of the Quran have you memorized in Arabic language?
I don't know, 30, it's not. Yeah.
See, Quran has 114 chapters, 114. Just with the raise of hand, Muslims over here, how many of you have memorized at least 5 chapters of the Quran in Arabic? Raise your hand. Every single Muslim. In this room, any Muslim over here who memorized the whole Quran, raise your hand. 1, 2, mashallah, see, at least 2 people, the whole book of the Quran. Raise of hand, how many Christians memorize 1 page of the Bible? Okay. So that's one of the ways we say that this is the last book that God has sent for humanity's guidance.
You win. You win. This is going to sound like a really silly question, but I'm interested in everyone's knees. And I'm thinking back in the early days, people didn't live long lives, but I watch all of the kneeling. There must have been some research on whether this actually is good for your knees or not. And, you know, it would be an interesting thing. I see you accommodate people who can't kneel. And right now, I've got great knees, but I've got a long way to go. Thank you. Yes.
It's quite unique because we don't sit down on the chairs, the pews, the sofas. We pray on the ground, nice clean carpet. And obviously, right, you have to have somewhat regular strong knees to do that. But us Muslims, when we are doing this prayer for 5 times a day, every single time, many times getting back and forth, it is health-wise, it also medically really good.
I lived in Turkey a few years ago. I don't know what theirs is, but the older lady downstairs, she didn't go to the mosque. She had her own prayer rug, and she prayed in the house. She was left completely alone. Is that the way it works? She was an older lady.
Okay, so then your question is that, is it compulsory for people to come to the mosque and pray, or they can pray anywhere else? So it is encouraged for every Muslim, especially the Muslim males, to come to the mosque and pray. According to one of the narrations of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, they get 27 times or so extra reward for coming to the mosque and pray. And for the ladies, you know, the moms, the daughters, the wives, if they have obligations, home obligations, they can still pray at home, they will still get the same reward. So perhaps that older sister, she was not able to walk to the mosque, but then she will get the reward of praying at home also.
I have one quick question. I always was told that when they pray, they face Mecca. So does that mean Mecca is that way?
Yes, Mecca is that way. All right, of course. So any mosque anywhere in the whole world, it faces the direction of Mecca. And why is Mecca important and special? Because the oldest mosque or the oldest place to worship the one creator, it was built in Mecca by 2 people. The father is Abraham and the oldest son. So anywhere Muslims are, we face that direction.
My family were of Catholic faith, and I think society teaches us to be segregated. And so when our family saw this invitation, we were ecstatic. So thank you.
I don't have a question. I am female. I want to say that when I heard of this invitation, I was a little bit skeptical. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought this was the best thing for this community.
Thank you. That means a lot, actually.
It is bringing us all together.
I just wanted to say I've lived in several different communities and had several houses and places I've lived. And not until my neighbor, Bashar Khan here, moved in next to us did I understand true neighborly compassion and interaction. And I just want to say that has made all the difference in the world in my life and my wife's life, for having really good neighbors. And they are an Islamic family, and it's been wonderful.
Thank you for coming in.